GG. What's happening? What's up? Got that thing fired up. Hope all is well. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I was live on social media, on another social media platform. And yeah, we got to talking. And I said, you know what? I need to be live because sometimes you'll be talking and it just triggers certain things. And I like to, might as well get a good YouTube session in or a good recording in because you never know when you have a good discussion. But welcome in everybody. I'm streaming live on 2 Facebook accounts, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, 2 Instagram accounts, and the TikTok. But I generally only have like 1 account per channel. So if you're gonna get a DM for something, first of all, I'm never gonna DM you and ask you to send me money. That doesn't even make any sense. But if you do want to get a hold of me, you do want to talk to me, I do host a free webinar. Click the link in the bio, join the webinar, and then you can converse and talk to me as a live person there. People will come into the webinar and be like, is this, what's this? Are you there? And I'm like, yeah, it's me. And I'll read your name off, right? It's there. So just letting people know that. But anyways, subject of the day, I guess the subject of the minute or the hour, however you want to talk about it, is an individual stated that he or they wanted to build their credit and to buy an absentee business. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory, pretty straightforward. So I'll kind of break that down as a statement, and then we'll just go into detail about how an individual can or can't do that. So welcome in everybody. My name is Richard. I always talk about money, finances. I feel like I'm the best financial literacy guy on these apps. I keep it real. I've been doing this shit for years. I give a lot of game away for free, but if you want some detailed coaching or mentorship or any of that stuff, I do have more detailed stuff, but I do like to give a lot of this stuff away for free. But let's go ahead and talk about it. So an individual wants to build their credit and they want to buy absentee business. So let's break that down. So build your credit. So your credit is going to break up into 2 things, right? Credit profile, your credit score, your FICO score, or whatever you want to call it, right? Your credit score is good, but your credit profile is better. So you need to build that up to get access to whatever. And a lot of people look at credit like, man, I want to go out here and get the highest credit score possible. That's the dumbest shit ever. It's almost like saying, how much money you want in your account? Trillions, billions, millions of dollars. Like that, it's a weird way of looking at it. That's like someone saying, yo, man, I'm going to go for a jog. How far are you going to run? I'm running forever. I'm sprinting forever. Like, what? I'm going to go for a drive. You want to go ride? Okay, cool. Where you driving to? Don't know. How far are you going? Don't know. How fast you going? Don't know. When you going to be back? Don't know. You see how dumb that sounds? You can't just go try to do something and not have a destination. Credit, money, finances, all of it. You need a destination. So, for example, whenever they talk about credit, you need to shoot for a certain credit score, right? I'll meet people that'll say, oh man, you talk about credit all the time. You have a credit repair company. You own a funding business, but your credit ain't even perfect. And I said, well, what's perfect? They said the highest score possible. I said, well, why do you need the highest score possible? I said, because if you teach it, you should have the highest score. I said, what's the objective of credit? The objective of credit is to use it to get, to leverage debt to get ahead in life or to make a purchase. That's the whole purpose. Now, if I told you that the majority I'll give you 99% of all credit inquiries or things you wanted to purchase using credit is over a credit score of 700. Why the fuck do I need an 850? Why do I need an 875? If 99% of everything I want to get is 700, what's my goal? 700. If I want to buy an apartment complex, commercial property is a 620. Why the hell I need an 850? It's overkill. I get over 700 and I'm in coast mode. Now I'm in maintenance mode. Now I got to maintain my credit score. That's your goal, right? You want to buy your first house using an FHA? That's a 580. A lot of people say, man, I'm going to try to get my score as high as possible so I can buy a house. No, you goober. Get that shit over 600, you can buy your first house. Now your goal is not even as high, and it's more realistic. It is more achievable, foreseeable, and attainable. And now you have a goal. The average house down payment on the FHA is 3.5% down. Let's make it 4% just to make it easy. 4% of average home price is $400,000. So what you at? 16 grand, 15 grand? Now you got to go. Could you save up $15,000 in 2 years? Probably. Between side hustling, tax returns, saving, cutting fat, cutting your expenses. Yeah, I'm sure you can save $15,000 in 2 years. So if a person decides that they want to buy a house, if they don't have a house within 2 years, they're messing up. Okay? You just gotta know. You just gotta set a target, set a goal, then go for that target. Next is an absentee business. So there are 3 types of businesses. You got absentee, semi-absentee, and owner-operated. Absentee, meaning that you don't do anything with the day-to-day. You have a manager, you have assistant manager, you have employees, and they take care of everything. You pay the bills, you give pep rallies and give gift cards every once in a while, hold a Christmas party, see you later. Then you have what's called semi-absentee. Semi-absentee means you go in for whatever amount of time you go into. You're probably not doing any of the work, but you are physically there. You might go in and do inventory. You might go in and walk around the facilities. You might go in and just, meet with vendors and stuff like that. But you're not there often, and you're not there a lot, but you are there. And then you have an owner operator, maybe 1, 2, 3 employees, but they go to you. You're there all day. And you open the place up, you probably close the place down. But a lot of owner operators, you can make a little more money than an absentee business, and you can pay less for them, but is that risk worth that reward? I always ask people this. If you was an absentee business and made 50,000, you was a semi-absentee, means you work 20 hours a week, but you made 125,000, or you'll be an owner operator, means you work 10 hours a day, Monday through Saturday, 10 hours, so 50 hours a week, but you can make 250. Which one you want to do? I mean, those are the things that you need to be asking yourself. Those are the things you need to be looking at. You need to be asking yourself, man, do I want to do nothing and make 50, or do I want to do everything and make 250, or do I want to do some kind of stuff and also make 150? Those are the things you need to also be asking yourself. So build your credit and then start looking for a different type of business. But one thing about me and one thing about this platform, I'm fairly good. I'm just trying I'm trying to be a little humble and all this stuff. Investing, credit, business acquisitions, side hustle acquisitions, side hustle businesses, real estate, which I think real estate is my specialty, but right over time you just transition to other stuff because you realize that there's so many different ways to make money that you've got to start putting your money to different other stuff. And sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but you got to start transitioning out of what got you to the top. Some people say multiple sources of income. I think you need to find one way to make a decent amount of money, and then once you start making more money, then you can start getting into other stuff. You don't need multiple sources of income when you're kind of scraping by. It's almost irrelevant. But let's go ahead and get to some preguntas. Questions. Is there a difference between the 401k and buying VOO on Robinhood? Yeah. 401k is through your employer. VOO is a second market purchase of an ETF. It has nothing. It's like one person said. It's like going to Olive Garden and the other one is cooking spaghetti at your house. I mean, they're both spaghetti, just one is prepared and the other one is you do it. Damn, that was a good analogy. God dang, that was a good analogy. Yeah, you can get one through your job. That's a 401k. If you wanted a retirement account, and 401k has tax benefits too. Buying Robinhood, VOO, QQQ, SPY, and that kind of stuff like that doesn't have any tax benefits. You start selling that stuff or trading out of it, you're going to have to pay capital gains tax or income tax. But you can borrow against your stock portfolio and you don't pay taxes on debt. So you can keep it in there forever and just borrow against it. Put it into a trust, and then your kids can borrow off of it and have the interest make you interest and make you interest. Say word. Word. Good question, though. Let's go ahead and get to some of these questions. I'm glad everybody here. Thank you for joining. I'm streaming live over all different platforms. Welcome in, welcome in. Damn, I didn't start my live on another platform. It's all good. We here though. YouTube, welcome. Facebook. Wow, Facebook is in here? Facebook never gives me any love. 2 Facebooks? Wow. I must be popular. Welcome in, everybody. Wherever you're streaming from or watching from, if you comment, it all gets sourced and put into where I can see the questions. So if you on any platform except TikTok, it almost throws it in my face. So those are typically the best place to ask for it. You're talking about borrowing from a 401k? Okay, 401k, if your employer has a method that they can borrow against, generally you can. They have I know a TSP, Thrift Savings Plan, which is a retirement account through the military. They have a play that you can borrow against up to 50% of the value, and you only pay like 3% interest, which is a great program. I almost recommend anybody in a government job to have a TSP, a Roth TSP, so you're tax deferred on your contributions. And then also you can borrow against it through the company. But if you go to any, more likely most institutions and even my lending company, you can come to me and say, yo, man, I got $100K in my 401k. I want to take a loan out against it. I'll be sure, right? We don't touch your principal. We give you a loan, you make the payment, you go from there. But if you default, please believe we coming for it, right? We don't want to take your money, right? Just pay your bills on time. But that's that in a nutshell. So let's get this party started. Individual state, they have a 700, high 700, not much credit history. It's hard to get a loan even with that score. Yes, because you have 2 different things. You have your credit profile and you have your credit score. Your credit profile makes up of your history, the amount of accounts you have, your account balances, your length of credit, that type of stuff. If you have a high credit score but a weak credit profile, the credit generally is not that good. It's not a strong credit profile. You might have a good credit score and you might go out and try to go get credit and they're going to give you like pennies on the dollar. So, and then you'll also have people with weak ass credit scores, but a strong credit profile. I had a client. She had one of the strongest credit profiles I've ever seen. She had like 5 businesses, and she was using her personal credit as her business credit, which is a horrible idea. But she had pretty much like $110,000 worth of personal credit cards, which is super strong. If you have 3 different Chase accounts, 3 different Wells Fargo accounts, 3 different Bank of America accounts, a Navy Federal account, PNG, PenFed, all these different banks with $10,000, $5,000, $4,000, $8,000, $12,000 worth of damn personal credit, your credit profile is strong as hell. But she had to use that just to maintain her business. So her credit score was low. And she had a couple late payments and stuff. So her credit score was low. So what my objective was, let's get rid of some of these late payments. Let's get our debt to income ratio. Sorry, not debt to income ratio. That's for houses. Your credit utilization down. Once you got that credit utilization down, then we've got our debt to income ratio down. Then our objective was to get the up. Then we got our credit profile stronger. Her credit score went up. Now we can go transition over to business credit. And now her business will be spotless. Her credit be spotless, I mean. Real quick, man, I'm trying to figure out something. If you are on Instagram, what I have like 2 profiles going. What profile do you see? What is the follower account? I will be forever indebted. And I'll answer every question you got first if you do this. What account are you seeing this live on? Is it on a... Just tell me that, please, and then I'll get to whatever question you got. Because I don't... It's kind of weird. It's almost like I can't go live in 2 different places on Instagram at once or to like jack it up. Miss Kim, thank you. Save your money. I don't need the gifts. They're appreciated, but I don't need them. What's happening, Gusto? Oh, good businesses for sale in North Carolina. There's good businesses for sale everywhere. So it's almost irrelevant. There's businesses for sale everywhere. There's homes for sale everywhere. Now, there are, when it talks about real estate and homes and stuff like that, you can buy them in California. It's just a little harder. It's just more expensive. Like, I don't know why anybody want to do business there. Business-wise, you can conduct business out there, but, it's just super saturated, man. That's why I always tell people to try to look. You don't necessarily have to try to invest where you are, right? And even if you're in North Carolina like this individual asked, you can almost be. So you are watching from... Okay, cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. Someone asked about a life insurance policy. Oh, man, y'all gonna get me started. Y'all gonna get me started today. What do I think about IULs? Trash. They are overpriced trash. You can invest your money yourself instead of investing into a life insurance policy that pays you, that you paying into a life, you're paying. Okay, let's take away the insurance word. Okay, take away the IUL, take away all of that. All I'm going to say is we'll say a policy. Okay, there's a policy or a program that you pay into every month. And once that program reaches a certain amount or a certain amount of time, then you can borrow against it while keeping the initial amount in there. Okay? Okay. Let's say you started a 401k, Roth or traditional. Let's say you started a TSP, Roth or traditional. Let's say you started a IRA, Roth or traditional. Let's say you started an ETF. Let's say you started a mutual fund. Let's say you started an index fund. And you put money into it. And after a certain amount of time, when it was worth so much, you went to the bank and you borrowed against set accounts. What's the difference? There is no difference. It's the freaking same thing. Only difference is when you put money into those 8 accounts that I just named, you will get access to 100% of your money. The policy, the insurance one, you don't get access to all your money. And let's just say you put $1,000 a month into that account. You won't get $1,000 worth of access, but you put $1,000 into any of those 8 accounts, you'll get $1,000 worth of access. So why the hell am I paying for an insurance policy to take a loan out against it when I can just put it into any account, majority of any account? You can go buy straight stocks out of Apple. Get on some medium platform, buy $1,000 worth of stock, which is of Apple, $1,000, which is $12,000 a year. Every year for the next 5 years, that's at least $60,000. You can go to the bank and borrow $45,000, $50,000 against them stocks. What's the difference? There is no difference. The only difference is it has a insurance policy that pays out if you die. Okay, if I pass away, my family can have my $60,000 worth of stocks I got. And then I can just go get a term life insurance policy for pennies on the dollar. Why am I paying $1,000 for insurance when I could pay $50 for term life insurance? It'll give me $250,000 for 10 years. Now I can take the rest of that money, the $950, put it into a stock. And $1,000 a month for a year, $12,000. Over the next 10 years, it'll be about $150. Now, do I need life insurance anymore? No. If I die, they can have my $150. A funeral is what, 12 grand? Maybe. So why the fuck am I paying for a fucking life insurance policy? I've heard people tell me their life insurance policy, their IULs are $1,200 a month, $1,100 a month, $900 a month. Why are you paying $900 a month for insurance when term life insurance is $50, $60, $70, no more than $100 for 10 years? Take the difference and invest it. Now, if you don't have no discipline, sure. You got discipline, do that. That's just my personal opinion on insurance. You do whatever you want to. I'm not a financial consultant. I'm just a guy who's been dealing with money for years, and some shit just don't make sense to me. Someone said I'm selling my house and I'm walking away with $150,000. Brother, you are rich and don't even know it. $150,000. If you've been living in your house for 2 years, you don't have to pay capital gains tax. Or been living in it for 3 to 5 years, or 3 of the last 5 years, you don't have to pay capital gains tax either. So $150,000 tax free, I would look into buying a business that exists or buy more real estate. You can buy a business 10% down, $100,000. That'll be $1 million business. You put 10% down, $100,000. That's $900,000. And to go into the SBA on the SBA 7A loan at 10% interest, you're gonna finance pretty much $1 million. $1 million payments over 10 years. The average business loan would be about $100,000. If you can find a business that's bringing in $350,000 to $400,000 a year of SDE, SDE 400 minus your 100,000 payment back to the government, you'll be making $300,000 a year, which breaks down to about $27,000 a month. Do you want to make $27,000 a month off a $100,000 house you sold? Okay, cool. let's get started. That's what we do. Right? I keep the math simple, people. I mean, you can fact check me if you want to, but I was gifted at math. I was diagnosed with being gifted at math. I got asked to join Mensa too, but I didn't want to pay the annual fee. I'm too cheap. It's not a game. Harvard Business, Louisiana, master's degree, LSU, St. Leo University, Community College of the Air Force. I got like 9 degrees in accounting, business, management, all of that shit. Don't give a damn about it. Sometimes you just got to tell people you ain't out here playing around. What do you need for SBA with 10% down? You need a credit score of 680. And if your credit's not 680, reach out to me. We'll get your credit profile stronger and we'll work on your credit score. And I'm going to tell you everything you need to do to get your credit as strong as possible. Sometimes I can do it 1 month, 2 months. Sometimes it takes 6 months. Sometimes it takes a year. Sometimes it takes a year and a half. I don't know you. I don't know your spending habits. I don't know your credit profile. But my objective is to get you the highest scores possible to get you whatever goal you want to get. Because a lot of people, they just need direction and need guidance. And there's a lot of people out here blowing smoke up people's butt, and I'm not out here to play around. I do not have time. Someone said I'm watching from the rich. Yeah, okay. When you go to the profile pic, what account is it? Is it the one? Does it have 100-some thousand, or does it have like 8,000, or does it have like 400 or something? I don't know. Just let me know. How do you build up credit profile? There's a lot of things you can do, but I don't know your credit profile. I don't know how weak it is or how strong it is, but there's at least 3 or 4 credit cards off the top of my head I can tell you to apply for that don't even put a hard inquiry on, and you're pretty much going to be guaranteed to be approved, and all you got to do is make a couple of payments on it. That's going to help your credit profile. And you need to probably get added as trade lines, or not trade lines, authorized users of some of people accounts that have stronger accounts. If you want to go do the trade line thing, it's really not my thing, but yeah, you just got to make your credit stronger, right? You got to start paying your creditors on time. You got to keep the accounts you have currently. You need to make amends with them, because a lot of people think that just closing down all the accounts that you got that have like a late payment or something like that is the way to go, but it's really not. That ain't how you do it. You'll mess up the whole system. This a new page? No, this is the same page as before. Does it charge by each bank? I don't know what that means. But welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. We kind of just get started. I'm not going to stay here too much longer. I got a long day tomorrow. I made my list of things I need to do. So I'm not going to stay on here too much longer. Just making sure I'd like to come on every once in a while, see what people are up to, see what the world is going on. Make sure none of y'all are doing no dumb stuff like Chase Money glitch. Oh man, people are so dumb. People going out here, putting themselves in debt, thinking that's the way to get ahead. And then this is what's stupid about it. I gotta respect the hustle. If you feel like you need to go try to rip off a major government, a major national bank to get ahead in life or to get some kind of traction or motion, and then if you're going to get that kind of money just to go into negative on your account, then I don't like, at least do something with it that's going to make you some money. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, you can go on Twitter, you go on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, type in Chase Money glitch. So what people are doing is, if you write a check to yourself, or you write a check, deposit a check into your account with a significant amount of money on it, what they'll do is they'll temporarily give you some access to some of that cash. So say if you wrote a check to yourself, or like you said, you had a buddy who had a check and you wrote a check to yourself, let's say it was $30,000 or something. You deposit that money into your account, and then they'll say, the check is processing, but it'll give you access to $5,000 or a percentage of it. So then what people are doing is they're just going to the bank and saying, oh, my account has $5,000 in it, $10,000 in it. I want to withdraw all of that money. So then they're taking all the money out. And then when the check bounce, then you got access to $10,000. But now your account is going to be negative $10,000, which, I guess it's a quick way to make $10,000. $10,000, it's pretty much a $10,000 loan. You're going to have to pay the money back, which I don't even think they're taking payments. They're just going to want their $10,000 back. They're probably going to close the account down and send that shit to collections. So I guess people forfeit their credit, which is way more than $10,000, and just to get access to $10,000. I mean, if you do it, whatever, have fun. You're gonna go to jail probably for forging checks or forgery, and then if you didn't go to jail and they just sent you a bill and made you make monthly payments, take the $10,000 and go buy some shit that makes you money. So whenever they do come and looking for their money, you are already you got a process that's making you money to pay for the debt. Just don't take the $10,000 and try to go put down payment on a Hellcat and go out to Gucci and Louis and make it rain at the club. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. But that's what people are doing out here. So it is what it is. I'm sure that major corporation is probably going to get hip to it here soon. They have social media just like I do. And if I saw it, more likely some CEO or COO or CFO probably like, what the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? Someone said, do I have any student advice guidance? Yeah. Defer it and pay as little as possible on it. Student loans is one of those things that are always, damn near always be there, but it doesn't factor onto any major decision that you need to do as long as you address the issue. So I think if you can get it deferred if you're not even working in the industry that you got the degree in. And if you aren't in a deferment, just make your minimum payments. Even if you don't pay your student loans or you default on your student loans, I don't even think it factors into your credit. I'm not sure. I don't know. I've had student loans and I still got student loans. I don't care. I just send the minimum payment every month. Don't care. My credit is strong as all outdoors. So that's just my opinion on it. But they never factor in student loan debt when you're buying a car. They don't factor in student loan debt when you're buying a house. They don't factor on student loan debt when you're getting lines of credit or credit cards. They don't factor in student loan debt whenever you're buying a business. So if they don't care, why should I or why should you? You know what I mean? So just letting you know that, I don't care about it. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. Someone said, do I sleep? Money don't sleep. Actually, I've been sleeping a lot lately. I really don't want to, but my body is like, it's wore out. Like I'll stay up like 24 hours straight and then I'll sleep like 12 hours. It's kind of weird. I know that's super bad for you, but it is what it is. What's the best way to make money online? Tons of ways. Just depends. Depends on what you want to do. You can do SaaS. You can do digital marketing. You can sell digital products. You can do TikTok Shop. You can do social media manager. You can do content manager. You can do website designs. I mean, it's countless ways to make money. Just depends on what you're good at and what you want to do. Countless ways. I don't care about that. What's happening? Someone said, my thoughts on M1. I never used them. I've heard of them, but I mean, I'm kind of old fashioned, man. If it's worked for me for 10, 15 years, why reinvent the wheel? All right. I mean, but you have the medium is almost irrelevant. Like why the way you do something is not as important as doing something. Like for example, M1, Fidelity, Robinhood, Wealthfront, Stash, Betterment, Robinhood, Webull, they all damn near do the same thing. How are you investing? Right? It's like someone saying, well, what kind of car you drive to work? Who cares? I went to work today. Focus on the work. Don't focus on the way to get to work because we're all here. If you drove a car payment that's $1,500 or I rode the bus, we're all here. Focus on here. What are you doing at work? What are you doing in those apps? What are you doing in M1? What are you doing in Fidelity, Robinhood, Webull, Stash, Betterment? What are you doing in those apps? What funds, stocks, bonds, mutual funds are you investing in? Focus on that. The medium, how you get from where you are to where you want to be, is irrelevant. They pretty much all do the same thing. Let's get the investing. Say word. Thanks for the gift. Thanks for the gifts. Someone said, why do I buy followers? Bro, I posted on TikTok. I think I did the count. I think I did a TikTok screenshot or something. It said I've posted like 3,100 videos. 3,100. I've been putting in the work. I know because it sucks because I got to upload a video. I literally post on TikTok. What is it? I post 24 divided by 7. I post 4 times a day to TikTok, Instagram, Threads, YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. You're talking comically per day, 25 pieces of content. 25 pieces of content over 5, 6, 7 social media platforms. Talking about some buying, bro, why? When you buy followers, they're not going to do anything. More than likely, they're damn near some Indian company or something like that. An Indian fake bot company is not going to sit here and comment random questions. It's not going to happen. They don't sit here and watch my stuff for hours on end. You know, it's almost comically offensive to think that I buy followers. Comically, because I put in the work. I mean, I've been giving out game on I think I created my first video on TikTok in 2021, damn near during COVID. I've been on here for 3 damn years, man. Come on, dog. 3 damn years. I remember I had 1,000 followers, and I went live, and it was 2 people in my live, and I said, "Yo, man, just stay in here and talk to me because I don't want to feel like I'm talking to myself." And he said, "Cool." And then 3 minutes later, he left. You ever talk and you look up at your live count and it says 0 and you just still rant? You start talking to yourself. I mean, that's a rough place to be in. Only person that believes in you is yourself, but you just persevere. you say to yourself, there's a light at the end of this tunnel. And then now, as I'm streaming now, there's 50, 65, almost 80 people in here now. And I think to myself, there's some people I go in their lives and there's 1,000 people. I appreciate everybody for being here, but there's always work to be doing. I can always be better. I can always have more. I can always do one more live. I can always talk 10 more minutes. Maybe the next person is going to come in and change the trajectory of whatever direction I want to go to. A lot of people don't understand what it takes to be successful. A lot of people think you just buy your way up, and it doesn't work like that. You're not going to buy your credit up. You're not going to chase money, glitch your way to riches. You're not going to damn throw $1,000 in the account and in 2 years have $1 million worth of passive income annually. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't come that quick. You got to put in the work. And I do this shit all the time. I don't give a damn if I'm talking to nobody. I don't give a damn if it's 1,000 people in here. Don't care. I'm gonna sit on here an hour and a half to 2 hours whenever social media tell me to talk. And I don't care if you're in here or not, because my objective is to reach as many people as possible. Not fake people, real people. My message is to get as many people on these platforms as possible to see a better future for the minority community, the female community, the Hispanic community, hell, white people too. I don't even care. I don't want to be the greatest Black content creator when it comes to finances. I don't want to be the greatest male content creator. I want to be the greatest. And a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people think you take shortcuts in this shit. There's no shortcuts to the top. I think people just don't understand when I say that I'm just talking shit just to talk shit. I, Mr. Richard, want to be the #1 financial guru in the world. And if I got to get on here and talk for 2 hours, I don't give a shit if it's to nobody. I'll do that. And I did that. Now I get a little traction and you talking about buying some, get out of here, man. Don't got time for that shit. But it'd be cool. You see me on CNBC, CBS, NBC, giving my perspective on why 2 presidents from now has a economic downturn and what he can do to turn it around. You can say, oh, wow, I guess you bought your way onto that too, huh? I guess when I was sleeping in my car, I bought my way up to this house, right? I guess when I was in the military getting shot at and getting blowed up, I guess I bought my way into that too. When all my friends was going out drinking and eating out every damn day, and I was sitting at home eating Pop-Tarts, I guess I hustled that too, huh? I guess I faked that too. People don't get it, man. People don't understand true sacrifice. I'm on a rant. I apologize. But sometimes you gotta set people straight. You gotta let people know you ain't out here fucking around. This shit is not a game. I ain't got a lot about none of this stuff. I'm caked up. I'm pretty good with money, and I'm out here trying to help y'all. Why the hell do I need to buy some viewers for that? They're not gonna do anything with it. That doesn't even make any sense if you think about it. Doesn't make any sense if you think about it. What age did I start investing? Good question. I'm gonna give you quick little steps. Hopefully this is called the motivational 10 minutes. Because this next 10 minute section, whatever I'm gonna say in the next 10 minutes, it will help you understand the perspective of nothing. Okay? I mean nothing. Because a lot of y'all say, yo, I got 5K, I got 10K, I got $12,000, I sold my house, I got 50,000. You had $5,000, that's $10,000 more than I had. Because I started from the bottom of the bottom. It's a 100-yard dash, I'm starting 120 yards back. Okay. I had nothing. Joined the United States military. My paycheck was $1,000 a month. $1,000. If you make more than $1,000 a month, put a boom emoji in the chat. If you make $1,000 a month, because that's where I started. Because I like to show people that I didn't have nothing. I joined the United States military. I had to get a waiver to come in because I had so much debt. Okay. They said, you can't have debt in the military because you're more exposed to espionage and spies, and people can collusion and stuff like that. So you need to get out of debt. You got 2 years to get out of debt, or we're gonna kick you out. I had $10,000 or $12,000 worth of debt that I didn't even acquire. My mom and my sister put, Time Warner cars, credit cards. They put it in my name, and they said, "Yo, here's a waiver. You got 2 years to pay this $12,000 off." Well, $12,000. I make $1,000 a month. It's not rocket science. I mean, I need to live. I made $12,000 a year in the United States military, E2, while, have $12,000 worth of debt, or whatever the hell it was. So, shit, my first year, I couldn't invest anything. My objective was to get out of debt so I don't get kicked out of the military. So I'm running a race backwards. I'm going to pick up baggage that I left at the airport. I'm trying to fly out. I got to go pick up baggage. I'm in baggage claim. So I'm on a rant. I'm sorry. So now it took me about 2 years just to get out of this debt because I had to live, but I was eating beanie weenies and, hey, Rich, you want to go out to the club? Bro, I can't afford it. You want to go eat out? I can't afford it. You want to get, man, I'm going to go buy this nice car. You want to come with me? Yeah, cool. I'll come. Hey, man, you need a car too? No, I'll drive this Nissan pickup truck, 4x2 that was 3 different colors that had a hole in the bed and a hole in the floorboard and a hole in the windshield. When it rained, it dripped inside. I paid $550 cash for it. And it shook anything over 45 miles per hour. No heat, no air conditioning. My air conditioning was 45 times 2. 45 miles per hour down the street with 2 windows down. That was my damn truck. So people talk about sacrifices and struggle. There is none. You cannot start off worse than me. Everybody in this chat, everybody in these lives, everybody in this group, whatever, however you watching this shit, nobody was worse than that. Old pickup truck with 2 ball tires that shook at 45 miles per hour, no heat, no AC, making $12,000 a year, and I had $12,000 worth of debt that I had to pay for the first 2 years of my life. Your $500 check, I put $50 aside for food, debt. $50 aside, debt. $100 here, oh man, there's a, heaven forbid my uniform tear or something like that. Well, damn. Shit, I gotta save another $100 out of my check. Rest of it going to debt. So it took me about 18 months to get out of debt. It took a while, a lot longer than I wanted, but that's what it is. So I continued to just save money because I was just driving the hoopty back and forth to work. My job was pretty close. Drive a damn pickup truck every day back and forth to work. And then I hit my 3-year mark in the military. So they said, yo, you gonna go fight a war. Cool. I'll go fight a war. I don't give a shit. I know they give you tax-free money. They give you pay for getting shot at. They give you pay for all this other kind of crap. Hostile duty, hostile fire. You pay no taxes, all that kind of stuff, right? So I would be making an extra $500 to $700 a month in a war zone. I say, well, shit, extra $700, I'll take it. I don't give a damn about the bullets. I need the cash. So I'll go over here and fight a 7-month, 8-month war, whatever the hell it was. So that was an extra $700 a month times 7 months. That's an extra $5K. And then I didn't have the debt anymore. I had a pickup truck. And I put all my stuff in storage. I didn't have a lot. So all the money I was paying in rent, I just saved up. So now I was sitting on $10K. Oh, by the way, I joined the military at 24 years old. I had nothing. A toothbrush and a t-shirt. when I showed up to BMT. I had a drill instructor that looked at me and saw what I brought, and he just looked at me and just like kind of looked at he kind of looked at me, put his hand on my shoulder, and just like looked like this, and I just looked at him. And his eyes, we stared in each other's eyes for like 5 seconds, and he's like, "Yeah, go in there." Yeah, he already knew. Sometimes you just know, like this motherfucker ain't got nothing, no book. Some people come show up with suitcases full of all kind of shit. Oh man, cell phones. I ain't have nothing. They had multiple pair of shoes, multiple shirts. I didn't have none of that. None of it. I went to a place called the Airman's Attic just to get extra clothes. His old donated clothes. That's why I got my gym clothes and gym shoes shit for free. Anyways, another story. So now I do this war thing. I had $10,000 saved up. I'm 28 now. 28. So I said, I got $10,000. I said, I'm not going back to being broke. I am not. So I trickled my, money started trickling away. Man, I want to go out to eat now. I got a little savings, Then I started doing dumb stuff. Oh man, I want to go shopping. Man, I want to, do this or do that or do this, right? I had to pay rent, but you pay paychecks only $1,200, $1,300, $1,400. It's not a lot. I got a raise because I got a promotion, but it's still not a lot. So didn't have any money. So I had to go learn how to invest my money. 28 years old. I went to the library because we didn't have Google like y'all do now. We didn't have YouTube on cell phones. What the fuck is that? I had a flip phone that had Snake on it. This was 2007, 2008. We had a sidekick that you text message with. There's no digital analog screens. What the hell was that? Went to the library. Then I, went up to the people and said, "Yo, man, y'all got books on money or finances or anything?" I didn't say finances. I didn't even know what the fuck that even meant. You have books on money? I think that's literally what I said. That's how I let you know my literacy level. Y'all got books on money? Yes, we do. Self-help department. Go over to self-help, and it was one little cabinet. 107 books. I was like, damn. And I thought it was a lot at the time, but it really wasn't. It was 107 books because I sat there and counted. Well, I kind of guessed, Okay, cool. 25, 25, 25, 4 rows, 7 at the bottom. Cool. I said, how many can I get? So you can get 10 books at a time. Cool. Started getting 10 books. I read, if you want to consider it reading, I skimmed, because in the military, you got a lot of downtime. So a lot of times I was sitting in the truck or sitting on the flight line or sitting on the runway waiting for aircraft to take off or taxi or waiting for aircraft to land, or while I was refilling up military equipment. Sometimes filling up a piece of equipment could take 30 minutes. So you just put the gas thing in there, click, click, and you're just sitting there waiting. And I just read, right? Sometimes I'll read one thing in the military though, the way we're taught to read fast is to read the first line of a paragraph and then skim the paragraph and see if there's anything else that's just not fluff. A lot of times when you read, especially information like that, they'll say like, investing in an index fund is one of the fastest ways to get wealth. And then they'll give you like fluff, right? The rest of you don't need the fluff. You got to get the idea. Okay, cool, index fund. Next paragraph, right? And I would try to read comically a book a day. And I sat there every day. Some books was better than others. And I just read because I didn't want to lose my $10,000. And all the books that I got, they all said the same thing for the most part. It was 4 major rules. Invest in real estate, invest in the stock market, own a process that paid you while you were asleep, and invest in a process or a business or something that paid you while you were sleeping, and having good credit will make things in life cheaper, and you can leverage credit to buy assets. Those are pretty much the gist out of all those books that I read over that 3-month period, a 4-month period, whatever it was. But majority of all the books talked about the stock market. So at 28, when did I start investing? Answer to your question. At 28 years old, I said I need to start investing. And investing back in the day, y'all motherfuckers got it good. Y'all have it great. 2007, 2008, rough. Because you know what you had to do? You had to call the brokerages and you had to set up a brokerage account over the phone. And you had to wire transfer over the phone through wiring instructions from your checking account. So, for example, if you wanted to look up your checking account and your wiring instructions or your routing number, what would you do? You just go online on your cell phone and find your bank. Or you can just hit wire instructions, send money from Zales, and ship it over to whoever you want to do it. That shit wasn't a thing then. I had to physically call the brokers and say, yo, man, I want to invest in these funds. And then a lot of times will say, oh, you need a minimum requirement of this. I remember calling Charles Schwab, and they was like, yo, man, you need $25,000 to open up any account we have. And only reason I even knew the number to Charles Schwab, there was a book. I think it was a Susie Orman book, which I don't even believe in Susie Orman stuff. Some of the stuff is good, some of it's whack. But in the back of a Susie Orman book, they had 15 different brokerage accounts. Fidelity, Charles Schwab, Merrill Lynch, Lehman Brothers, Vanguard, whatever, all of them. And I literally called every single one and watched these ass clowns laugh in my face. They laughed in my face. How much you got? $8,000. Sir, you need at least $10,000 to invest with us. You need at least, Charles Schwab was the worst, biggest asshole company ever. To this day, I still get notifications in the mail from Charles Schwab or emails, and I say, fuck off, submit. Oh, see, I see you are part of the $1 Million Club with Chase. We have a fun, fuck you, click. Back then, you didn't want me. Now I'm hot, and you can kiss my ass. Charles Schwab, piss off. Anyways, one company out of all 15 of them books, about all 15 of those companies, was only one company that took me on. T. Rowe Price. They had a program called what's called an AUU or AAU, waivable investment brokerage account. Meaning, if you contribute $250 a month to the account, the down payment will be waived. And you can deposit whatever you want. I said, cool. I got like $8-9 grand or something like that. I'll put $5 grand into this account and I'll deposit $250 a month. They said, cool. Thanks. 2008, when I started, $5 grand, $250,000. 2008, T. Rowe Price. That account has millions in it now. And what's crazy about it is my nickname for my account was something like inappropriate because I was kind of a kid. And to this day, every time I log into that account or I call them to ask them something, they laugh every time I give my username because it's just super inappropriate. It's pretty much, I can't say it. I'm not going to say it. But it's just a funny story. So the answer to your question is I started investing at $5,000 was my first initial investment at 28 years old. I'm mid 40s now. That account is almost 18 years old. Right? You can do the math on it. $250, $5,000 down payment, $250 a month. Never turned it off. Sometimes I even contribute more. Sometimes if I get a lump sum of money, here's another 10. Here's another 5,000. Here's another $300. Right? But I have other accounts too. But that was like my very first account. And then I started, and then I just started saving up more money. And then I had enough money to buy my first house. That brokerage account was about 27, about 3 years in, 27 and a half, 28, I bought my first piece of real estate. Then 28, I bought my second real estate. Then 29, I bought like 5 properties. And 20, and then 30, I was buying one a month. But that's how that started. Good question though. Somebody said, "What about a laundromat?" What about a laundromat? If that's what you want to do. But I tell people all the time about laundromats, man. Laundromats are one of those things. I hate to use the Jordan analogy. I feel like I use this all the time. So I'll break it down like this. Whenever you're looking at a laundromat, it's like buying retail shoes that everybody wants. They're overpriced and they're overhyped. You know, if Nike makes a pair of shoes for 40, they make a pair of shoes for $5. They send it to America, charge, Foot Locker $50, and then Foot Locker has them for sale for $119. Some reseller clown goes in there and buys them all up, and then now they have them on eBay or in their retail store or their resale store for $300, $299 or something like that. And I was like, yo, bro, these shoes are 119 damn bucks. Why the hell are you charging $300 for it? Because people will pay $300 for it. It's the same thing with laundromats. People that sell their laundromat think they're worth more than what they're worth. And then people buy laundromats because people want to buy laundromats. So people overpay and don't know how to value laundromats, but they're so in love with laundromats, just like people love Michael Jordan, just like people love Scat Packs and people love Hellcats, that they will overpay for that shit just to get into it. Oh man, I want a Hellcat, I want a Challenger, I want a Scat Pack, and then that car should be selling for $30,000. You pay $40,000. The average interest rate on a car nowadays is 6% or some shit. You paying 15%. Your car payment is $1,500 a month, but you got a Scat Pack. You got a Hellcat. You cool as hell. No, you look like an idiot paying $1,500 for a car that you should have paid $10,000 less and or got a better interest rate for. The average car payment should be like $700. You're paying $1,500 just because you press the engine. It goes ying ying. Get the out of here, man. Get out of here. That's my thought on laundromats. You can overpay for that shit you want to, but if you really truly understood how to evaluate a business, I'll show you how to break down the numbers when acquiring any business in the world. And then I'll show you the laundromat numbers. You say, who the fuck wants to buy this? And I say, yeah, exactly. A lot of the people that I deal with when it comes to acquiring a business, as soon as they say laundromat, I say, okay, cool, sit down. I'm gonna learn you something. You good with math? Cool. 1 + 1 is 2, right? Cool. 2 + 2 is 4. Okay. Look at this laundromat. What does that say? What? Yeah. Well, why would someone pay for this? I don't know. Man, maybe it's just this one. Cool. Pick a state. Nebraska. Cool. Laundromat Nebraska. Damn, this is the same thing. Cool. Pick another state. Pennsylvania. Here's the laundromat in Pennsylvania. Damn, these are overpriced. Yes, they're overpriced. Why would people pay for this shit? Because everybody wants a stupid ass laundromat. I mean, I don't know who keeps selling people on fucking laundromats, man, but it ain't that. Someone said, how old are you when you got your first property? Yeah, so I was 28 years old when I bought my first property. 0 down, $128,000. My payment was $9. It was $927, but I sent like $930, but $925 or something like that. My PITA, property taxes and insurance, was $9.25. I rented it out for $1,500. So I made $600 a month on it, something like that. Cody Sanchez is the laundromat queen. She's I'm going to leave it alone. She's no queen of mine. Mid at best. 1 through 10, 5.5. She's not that good. If me and her sat on the stage, you wouldn't be a fan. If me and her sat and talked about just finances, money, credit, business acquisitions, dispositions, multipliers, freaking debt leveraging, debt servicing, all of it, she's not that guy. She's not it. Not even close. right? But you know, she has the platform and she has the spotlight. But please believe, Mr. Rich is coming. And I'm cutting all the red tape from all that bullshit. All these people y'all idolize or all these people y'all think are good at money aren't. I know people who go through her program and I'll talk to them for like 10 minutes. It's like, yo, bro, she don't really know that much. She's really not that good. And I say, yeah, I know she's not that good. Why do people keep listening to her? Because she has the platform. She has the social media following. She has the audience. She has the look. You know, a young 29, 30-year-old white lady, long, nice hair, fair skin, nice makeup, well spoken. Wow. But my middle-aged, black, rough Nike tech suit on, there's a difference, man. You know, I'm just not there yet. I'm not. I don't have her backing, her social media, but I'm getting there. And when I do, real recognize real. Mm. It's almost like a mainstream artist and then like an underground artist, right? Like it's like Drake and Kendrick Lamar, right? Drake is really popular, but Kendrick Lamar is a way better rapper. It's like that. Now, I'm not going to take anything away from Drake. Drake can sell out every arena in the world. But let's be real. We know who the better rapper is. You know, we know who the better rapper is. Same thing, right? But it's another story. I don't hate, but she's not that good. Just my opinion, though. What the hell do I know? Yeah. Uh-oh, my followers going up. I appreciate y'all for being here. I appreciate that. What are the best side hustles currently? Great question. A side hustle that I will swear up and down to the day I die is free cycling. Free cycling, couch flipping. And free cycling and couch flipping is almost neck and neck. Free cycling is when you go out and you find stuff that's free or pennies on the dollar. You can hit up garage sales. The best way to do a free cycle is to go to a garage sale and look for stuff that is extremely undervalued. You'll be surprised what you can find if you know what you're looking for. Things like Carhartt, any Carhartt clothing, you can sell on social eBay for $50. Anything with team logos on, you can sell it for $40, $50. Any vintage video games, you can sell them for. There are. I've been to a garage sale where I bought boxes of video games and the especially like vintage stuff, Wii stuff, Super Nintendo stuff, uh, PlayStation 2 stuff, PlayStation 1 stuff. Some of those games can go for hundreds of dollars online. You're buying them for 5 cents and you're selling them for 50, 60, 70, $80. And you make them pay the shipping. Dude, come on, dog. That's not free cycling, that's just upcycling. But then you go to those garage sales. Let's say if you can find them, you say, hey, what time this is over with? You say, hey, 12. And then you do is you say, hey, here's my card, or here's a piece of paper with my number on it. Whenever you're done, if there's anything that you don't want or you don't need anymore, just take a picture of it, send it to me, and I'll pick it up. I'll either donate it or I'll just get rid of it for you. And they'll text you. And they'll say, hey, I got all this stuff. Here's the picture. Do you want it or not? Yes, if you can make money off of it. or I'm out the area. Oh no, I'm not today. I'm out of the area. If you see anything you like, oh yeah, I'm in the area. I'll come get it. It's free. You pick that shit up, you clean it up. Now you take it and put it on Facebook Marketplace or put it on eBay. It's not rocket science. It's free. Free cycling. You're cycling someone else's free stuff and you making money off of it. I did it for years. You can make $200, $300, $500 a week. That's $2,000 a month. That's $24,000 a year. Doing what? Going to garage sales? You can do the same thing with couches. People got a couch they want to move, or they got a new couch, they don't want it anymore. Go to Facebook, search the term free within a square 15-mile radius, see what comes up. Thank me later. Best side hustle in the world. Because people get rid of nice free shit all the time. You just got to put in the work. You just got to put in the work. $200, $300 a day, right? You probably don't even make that a fucking hour. You don't make that at your job, right? Let's say if you spend 8 hours doing that, and let's say you free cycle for the day, right? Let's say you make $300 that day, right? $300 divided by 8 hours, that's $40. $38. If you don't make $38 an hour, why the hell are you sitting around watching college football? You're already waking up. If you wake up to get to work at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning, your body's going to naturally wake you up at 5 or 6, 7 o'clock in the morning anyways. What you do, roll over on your phone, watch fucking TikTok? Oh man, I got a college game coming up. Man, that. You're broke. Fuck football. Screw them sports. Get your ass in gear. Get some of this money out here. You can't complain about the work you don't put in. You can't complain that you're broke because of the work you didn't put in. It's simple math. Sleeping in is a luxury for rich people. If you ain't rich, then I don't want to hear it. I just started getting comfortable being lazy. I was putting in work 18 years. I mean, comically, this year is like the first year I really started sitting back and saying, whew. I made 6 figures last month. And I just started doing, let me watch a game. I didn't watch football for years. I didn't watch sports. I don't have time. Where y'all get all this time from? Oh man, let me go to the movies. Okay, movies? Y'all are nuts. Y'all got way too much time on your hand. And for some of y'all to be complaining like, I ain't got no money, I can't get ahead, my credit sucks, I'm broke, don't want to hear it. And then turn around and go spend $50 eating out, and then walking around the mall or sitting around playing on their cell phone watching football or basketball. You know, it's kind of crazy because I'll meet people and they'll text me, man, I ain't got time for that. Man, that sounds like a good idea, but I ain't got enough time for that. Then a month later, talking about, oh man, you saw that Super Bowl? That Super Bowl was a pretty good game. And then I text them right under their damn they post. I thought you was busy, homie. I guess that Super Bowl is worth your financial dreams. Yeah. Don't ever comment to me shit don't work, because I will save your comment and I will save your profile and I will find your ass. Because all you gotta do is put something stupid on your platform about you doing something lazy. You on vacation? Oh man, you must have hit the lottery or something, because I thought you was broke. Ain't no one got time for that. No one got time to free cycle. And then you show a picture of you talking about, and then some Twitter thread, man, groceries expensive as hell. You know, if you'd have free cycled some stuff last weekend, you'd have made $300. The groceries would have been for free. But I guess you ain't got time for that either. I'm that guy. I am that guy. Don't talk shit about the work you didn't put in and then complain that you're broke. Why is everything so expensive? Because you didn't put in the work to make more money. And I'll put that under the comments. I am not playing around, people. I am not playing around, people. Yeah. What's your favorite type of business to buy? The one that makes money. It's kind of a rhetorical question, right? I'll even say let's use laundromats because the same individual was talking about laundromats earlier. There's two laundromats. I wouldn't even say two laundromats. I'll say what's the most beautiful, awesome business, and I'll say you own a high-end jewelry store and a clothing boutique. Okay, let's say everybody in the world knows your commercials. You have a jingle. You on TV. You on the radio. And let's say that business is cost $500,000. But that business makes to your pocket after everybody's paid $100,000. Now, there's a pig farm for sale, and you sell pig shit to fertilizer companies. That business is for sale for $500,000. But that business makes $450,000 to you, the owner. Now, what's my favorite type of business to buy? Which one do you want to buy? You want to buy that high-end boutique? The high-end jewelry store with the cool-ass jingle? All your friends and family can brag about it? Everybody know who you are in the neighborhood? You make $100,000 a month, $100,000 a year? Or you want to own a pig farm that sells shit that makes $450,000? I'll wait. I will wait. Actually, I won't wait because I know the fucking answer. I'm selling shit. That's the one I want to buy. I'm buying the one that makes the money. What's the business, your best business? The one that makes the money. Don't overthink it. There's nothing to think about. What business makes money? Focus on those. And if it don't make enough money to pay off the debt, pay back my down payment, and to pay me a salary, don't care. Hello, is it me you're looking for? I see you. What's happening? Let's see who we got in the house. YouTube is thick, always. Facebook is hanging through. I still see you. Twitch coming through. Wow, Twitch, I see you. Instagram, wow. I posted that one video. I posted a video on Instagram about some clown trying to buy a scat pack or a Hellcat or something. And that shit blew up, man. Now I get a lot of people from Instagram. I'm glad y'all here. I just was talking trash about some clown spending $700, $800 a month on a damn car payment instead of spending this money on a down payment on the car. He could have just invested that money. And then people in the comments, man, you're going to be dead by the time you get your investment. Idiots. 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 Dumb, 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 dumb. And then the bad part about it is, let's say if you did invest over the next 30 years. Let's say if you're 15 years in. I said if you took the money for the scat pack, didn't buy the scat pack, put it into a retirement account, waited 30 years, you'll have $6 million. Well, you're going to be dead. You won't be able to enjoy your money. No. At about 10 years, 15 years, instead of the whole $6 million, you'll have about $1 million in that account. You can borrow against $1 million fucking dollars, clowns. Take the fucking $1 million, which is debt. You don't pay taxes on debt. Let that money accrue. Put that investment account into a trust. And then whenever you do die, your kids can take over the trust and they can be beneficiaries of the trust, which pays them a dividend every year for the rest of their life. Now you made your kids trust fund babies. And then you took out a loan against your $1 million at 10 years, 15 years. You don't have to pay capital gains tax. Now you buy something that pays you money every month for the rest of your life. Come on. Where's this stuff's easy, people? Oh man, you gotta shut your ass up. The fuck you talking about? You sound stupid. And I hate to call people dumb and I hate to call people stupid, but come on, man. Come on. Man, you won't be able to enjoy your money. Shut your ass up. You telling me you got $500,000, $600,000, $1 million in an account You can't take a loan against that? Every bank in America a loan against that at 90%. You got $1 million, they'll give you a loan for $900,000. Then you go buy the damn Hellcat. Or then, you know what? Screw that. Take the $900,000, buy an apartment complex. Your passive income every year will be $100,000. Then you go buy the damn Scat Pack. And then whenever that's paid off, you're still getting $100,000 plus the $1 million you got accruing in this account for the next 30 years. That's how you do it. That's how the rich get richer. Man, you're going to get shit. Man, people get on my nerves sometimes, man. But stay broke forever. I don't care. I look too good to have my blood pressure this high, people. Please. Please. Thoughts on riding the S&P 500 when you have millions in there? Yeah. Keep riding it. Like I said, you can borrow against your millions of dollars in the S&P 500, or you can take an interest only return on your millions. So let's say if you have $1 million in the S&P 500, and let's say the ETF or the mutual fund or the index fund or whatever the hell you have it in is giving you 10% interest over the last 96 years since the Great Depression, which that's what the numbers are. You don't have to, you ain't getting no 10.5%. That's what the stock market has been producing since 1936. I don't fucking make the numbers up. You can Google that. So let's say you get 10% interest on $1 million. That's $100,000. You got to pay some taxes on it. I'll put you all in at, 80 grand off $1 million every year for the rest of your life. Could you live off $80,000? You're living off $80,000 now. The average income in America is $54,000, Holmes. And most of y'all ain't above that. But hey, what do I know? 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 But a lot of people want guidance. This type of stuff I like talking about, man. It's comically entertaining and it's comically easy to me. If you want to learn more, for those who are in, click the link in the bio, join the free class. I got a free class coming up Wednesday. I don't know what day it is. I don't know where you are. Man, I got to get off here, man. If you want to learn more about this stuff, investing, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, credit, business credit, debt servicing, business acquisitions, real estate, investment properties, buying your first home, buying multifamily, buying commercial properties, you're in the right place. Congratulations. You found the last financial person that you'll need to talk to or associate with for the rest of your life. Because 99% of that shit out there is trash. There's only a handful of people I mess with, and there's only like 1-2% people that I even listen to. Not even. There's only like 5 people I even listen to, and sometimes they're wrong. But sometimes you do need a different perspective. Sometimes you do need to hear outside guidance, right? And then the bad part about it is a lot of the minority community, they ain't even close, man. I saw a financial guru, I'm not going to say his name, but he said he made a post on Facebook talking about I'm back. I was like, you're back? Go back to where you was at. You're trash, man. You're not that guy, right? Maybe in 2019, 2020, 2024, dog, I'm coming for the crown, dog. I want it all. I want it all. I want it all. I am the king pooper of this money thing. I am not out here playing around. I'm not going to tell you nothing that you can't do. I don't sell false dreams. None of this shit is scammers shit. None of this stuff is pipe dreams. It's all just numbers and statistics. It ain't going to happen overnight. It ain't going to happen in a week. There's no get rich quick. There ain't no hustle. It's just straight up, you got to put in the work. And I'll get you to the promised land. You just got to do the work. And you can't be afraid to do it. You cannot be afraid. I meet people all the time. I honestly, when I meet people, I figure if we talk for like an hour, 45 minutes of my time is convince you not to be scared. 45 minutes of my damn hour with you is going to be convincing you that not to be scared, right? You know what's crazy is when people are afraid, it's because they haven't done the work or the prep. You know, like if you're a boxer and you're scared you're gonna get your ass whooped on your first match, it's because you didn't practice enough. I'll give you my best. I mean, if you are fearful of something, listen to this example, and I promise you, this will kind of ease a lot of your pain. When I wanted to invest in real estate, I had no clue what I was doing. None. So what I did is I started watching HGTV because we didn't have YouTube and that kind of stuff like that. We didn't have none of that stuff. I had HGTV and I had the DIY channel and I had This Old Home, that old ass show with all them old white people on it. And it was talking about home renovations and stuff. I remember I watched this one show on HGTV, Home Garden Channel. And they would talk about, it was this one dude, he looked like Steve Spurrier. I don't know. And he was a South Carolina investor, and he would walk through a property and they would say, hey man, how much does this bathroom cost to remodel? He'll say, this is a smaller bathroom. It's about $5,000. What about this bathroom? This is a bigger bathroom, about $8,000. Okay, what about the roof? Okay, $10K. What about to paint the whole house? $3K. Paint exterior, $3K. And what I would do is I would say, okay, cool. Exterior paint, $3,000. And I would make a little clip like this. And I would write down all this stuff and I would remember all this stuff. And then, I'll just keep watching those shows. And then what crazy is I learned all that stuff off the top of my head. So when I walk, I'll be watching the show. I say, oh, that house needs painted. That's gonna be $3,000. How much is this house gonna be painted? Oh, well, it's a bigger house, 3,000 to 4,000. Okay, cool. I didn't know the square footage. How much the roof gonna cost? Oh, that's a bigger house. The roof's gonna be about 12,000, about 13,000. Oh yeah, it's a bigger roof, about 13,000. Wow. Didn't I just say that? Oh, it's a smaller bathroom. That's $5,000. Oh man, it's a smaller bathroom, about $5,000-6,000. Oh, it's a bigger bathroom. We get about 8, 9, maybe 10, depending on the fixtures. Oh, we can do about 8. You got to restain the floors. Okay, cool. That's $3,000. Oh yeah, the flooring is going to be about $3,000, $4,000. I was like, well, fuck. If I can walk through these houses and do this shit with the TV, what's the difference between me doing this on the streets? So I watched them shows for 6 months, 7 months, and I just got all this information. And when I started looking for investment properties, I would walk through the properties, paint $3,000, flooring $3,000. This bathroom needs to be gutted. That's $5,000. The kitchen, $10,000. Oh, I got to paint here. That's another $3,000. I got to paint the brick outside. That's about $4,000. Doesn't need a roof. No roof. Cool. I can save $10,000. Put the numbers on a piece of paper. Oh, I'm at 15,000. So now, if I get the property for 100, I got to put 15,000 into it. How much are the houses selling for in this neighborhood? 160. Cool. 160 minus 115. $45,000. Third grade math, people. This is third grade math. I'll give about fifth grade math. Fifth grade math. Okay? Fifth grade math. Once you understand what was happening, then it just started making sense. I was prepared. And then I said, when I walked through it, and I said, what the houses in the neighborhood selling for? 160. How much they want for this? 99. I think I'll take this. There's no fear. Preparation meets opportunity. When you prepare for something and the opportunity presents itself, cut the fucking check. But if you don't know what you're doing or fearful, an opportunity presents itself, can't clap one hand, opportunity. Well, I'm not sure if I, well, maybe if I'm not sure if, you'll never pull the trigger. All right. So you have to prepare and you have to know what you're talking about. And all the fear and all the doubt will go out the window. Your natural instincts will kick in. That's why whenever when I was in the military, we would go to like the shooting range and just shoot rounds and rounds and rounds and rounds of bullets before we go to war. And I was just like, at first I was like, man, this is so annoying. But when the crap hits the fan and you don't have that muscle memory and you got to load and unload and that type of stuff, or you're just like not in that mode, when you're not prepared and the opportunity presents itself for somebody, it's either you or them, your preparation and your practice will naturally kick in. It's the same thing. Now it's kind of crazy. I can walk through a house and I can almost walk through a property, stand in the living room and tell you that everything that's wrong with it, right? Because once you see the living room and or the kitchen, tell you everything about the whole house, right? Those are pretty much the major room and one bathroom. I need one bathroom, one master bathroom. I can tell you, I already can tell you, right? Because you do it so much. I mean, bought and sold hundreds of houses. Once you do it a few times, it kind of gets downhill. But you got to learn how to do that stuff. Preparation meets opportunity. My guys, thank y'all for being here, though. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Someone said they're in a mentorship. Yeah, you got to send me a DM. I don't have a Facebook group. Someone says personal trust pays dividends. Personal trust? No, the trust don't, but you got the trust will. Bella Salon introduced you to me? Hell yeah, man. That's my homie. I was just texting him the other day. I was trying to find out the best credit card for rewards because I have a lot of credit cards, but I don't know which one's good for rewards. Like, I'm not an expert at everything, but that's why you talk to people who are experts at stuff because, that's the way you get ahead in life, right? How do I set my sons up for college and my daughter? It looks like you're in the military. They have you can do a transfer of your military benefits, your Montgomery GI Bill, 9/11, post 9/11. If you can't do that because you didn't do enough military obligations, I would set up a 504. Is it 504? 504 college investment plan, right? You can invest little money to the account and it draws interest over time, and then you can use that money for their college. You can do that too. Or there's a lot of different options for college though. So I don't know if they want to, but what's crazy is, do you know that the kids want to go to college? Like my daughter is about that age and she don't know what she want to do. So I told her I'll pay for college. If she don't want to go to college, then that's on her. But I told her, yo, I mean, I don't give a damn where you go to school at. You're gonna own your own business, right? I don't give a damn about none of that. I mean, self-employment is the best way to get ahead in life. Ownership is the best way to get ahead in life. You got to own a process that makes you money. I don't give a damn if you own a nail salon. I don't give a damn if you own a salon suite. I don't give a damn if you own a daycare. I don't give a damn if you own a clothing boutique. You will not answer to anybody for the rest of your life. Not even me. And that's how it should be. right? You go to school, go to college, have the experience, get a degree. When you get back, it's go time. Screw that. How much did I spend on renovating? How much did I spend where? Here? Wherever. I don't know what that means. And my first property, how much Chase for filling? I don't know what that means. How much did I spend on my first property? Shit, I don't know. Uh, I did it slowly but surely. I remember I had like $15,000 worth of expenses on my rehab on my very first property. I factored it at 15. No, I factored it at about a little over 16,000. But I was so scared to lose my money on my first deal. I did all the work myself, and I only spent like 7 grand. I remodeled the kitchen too. I I was not playing around. I probably spent like I spent a little more than that. I probably spent about 10. I had it like 15. I probably spent like, but I did all the work myself. I remodeled the kitchen. I got some cheap kitchen cabinets. I put a solid surface in there. I got it super cheap. It didn't have a lot of countertop space. It was hardwood floors under the matted carpet. The house was built in 1955. Um, it didn't have lead. It didn't have asbestos. It had, I think it had asbestos tile. Didn't have knob and tube between the outlets. I didn't change the box. Oh, I did change the box. I did that myself, man. I was scared as hell. I don't know if you ever had to rewire a damn electrical box, bro. But I was scared as hell. I thought I was gonna die. I just had someone sit out there with me the whole time and be like, yo, man, just sit out here and talk. Because if I get shot, kick the hell out of me. But yeah, I probably spent $10,000 out of the $16,000 budget just to save money. I did it myself. And I learned a lot. And there was no YouTube. I literally was at the Home Depot or the Lowe's and it's like, yo, man, I'm putting down tile. I don't have no clue how to do this. Oh, yeah, you need this, you need this, you need this, you need this. Okay, cool. How do I do that? Okay, cool. Thanks. I'll do that. Come right back. Do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. What about this? I didn't have a tile cutter. I was taking the whole backsplash to the tile cutting center. And they're like, yeah, I'm supposed to charge you 10 cents for every one of these I cut. I said, yo, I don't give a damn. I ain't renting no tile saw. And then I just take them and walk straight out. Oh man, I'm sorry, Luz. That's a whole nother story. Anyways, someone said I do 101s. Yes, I do 101s. Um, Sometimes, it's kind of weird. Whenever I do 101s, I always initially hate doing them, but I'm in them for 5 minutes and then I like, okay, cool, I like this. Like I don't mind it. Like it's almost like, man, I gotta start running, and then you get to running and you're like, oh man, this ain't bad. It's like that, or like when you start working out, you're like, man, I really don't want to work out today. And like 3 minutes into your workout, you're like, okay, this ain't bad. But yeah, I don't mind doing 101s. But if you're interested in a 101, click the link in the bio, join the free class, and then I'll break down everything that I have to offer. If you want just some credit repair, you want to get funding, you want to grow an existing business, you want to buy a business, you want to start a business, you want to get to real estate, you know, different strokes for different folks. Now the world don't move to the beat of just one drum. What might be right for you may not be right for some. A man is born. Someone said Trump or Kamala. You ain't got a clue, my friend. You know how rich people view politics? Not like middle class or poor people. Not even close. Not even close. You are doing things wrong, my friend. But I'll give you a quick story. I won't say any political parties, and I won't say anybody's name specifically. But I'll say that there was a person who was running for office some years back, and I was really supporting him or her. And I donated a hefty amount to their campaign. A hefty amount. The amount is irrelevant. Hefty. Them mother cluckers called me every 3 days or every 5 days, every week, asking me, yo, man, you need anything? How can we help you? Thank you for the contribution. Is there anything that you would like to address? Is there anything that we need done? You need done if this candidate gets in office? And I was like, what the fuck? Why are you calling me? Right? I just wanted to support the individual. But they kept on calling me. And I said, you know what? I just want the person to call me and thank me. That's it. They said, man, that's going to be pretty, he or she is pretty busy, but I think we can arrange something. Okay, cool, whatever. Didn't think nothing of it. 3 weeks passed. Get a phone call from a random ass number that I never seen. But you know, sometimes you feeling froggy, fuck it, I pick it up. Because it had like a, you know, the verified check on it, whatever shit is. Hey, is this Mr. Richard? Yeah. Set individual wants to talk to you. Please hold. You got a minute? Or can you talk? I said, yeah. Please hold. It's just silent. 2.5 minutes later, individual pops on the phone. Hey man, how you doing? It's like, what the fuck? Is this you? Yes, it's me. I say, wow, man, that's crazy. Talk for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. They thanked me. They said, anything you ever need, reach out to my team and we can try to see if we can get it resolved. And then I said, after I got the phone, I said to myself, if I contribute that much, what if I gave more? What could I get done? So when people talk about politics, y'all have no clue. You think that your little vote or your little post is getting traction? No, dog. You can literally buy that shit. You can literally buy that person's attention. You can have a whole page devoted to whoever you wanted to. But I'm telling you, man, they don't give a shit about that. You give some money up to their campaign. I mean, real money. Them motherfuckers will call your ass and you can talk about whatever policy you want, right? You believe in abortion, you don't believe in abortion, you believe in the Roe versus Wade, whatever. You want that shit to get abolished? Make some fucking real money. Donate that shit. Them motherfuckers be calling your ass every damn week saying, how can they help you? And now if I say, well, shit, I need to get this law passed. Okay, cool. I'll see what I can do. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. That's why I don't even get into politics. After that, I was like, yo, man, fuck this. You can buy all of that shit. If y'all want to guess who y'all think it is, I'm not gonna say yay or nay, but I'll yeah. Somebody said, was it Obama? Someone said it was Tupac. How old am I? A little over 40. Ain't nothing but a gangsta party. I've been watching you since your YouTube video on TikTok or YouTube. Yeah, man, I made that shit a long time ago. Dang, that's old. Dude, I'm 10 times better than that now. But you know, it is what it is. I bought a fixer upper and I was underprepared. You ran out of rehab money. Yeah, you should learn. Somebody said Obama. Somebody said Obama. 3 people said Obama. Maybe it was Clinton. Maybe it was Bush. Maybe it was Kamala. Maybe it was Trump. Maybe it was Pence. Maybe it was the governor of Florida, where I'm at, who is DeSantis. Maybe it was Rick Scott. Who knows? Who knows where this flower grows? Someone said, "What's good?" You yelling at me for? What's good? The best benefits the military gets is a VA disability rate of 100%. It pays $37 a month. Jeez. I need to get my disability. I've been out the military almost 6 months now. I ain't even started that process. But it's all good. I'll get it eventually. Are you asking me or telling me? Was you in the military? You're a Tennessee guy. It was Al Gore. I'm a Texas guy. I was Ross Perot. Yeah. What time is it? I gotta get off here in a sec. But how's y'all day? Where y'all checking in from? Let me get some shout outs, man. I ain't got that much time left. Let me go and tell me where y'all. Let me see where y'all checking in from. I know Tennessee in the house. I grew up in Tennessee. I never really considered Tennessee home though. I stayed there from 7 to about 6 to like 14, 15. That's when all that. But yeah, where y'all checking in from? Colorado knows how to party. What part of Colorado? Let me guess. You where them gang members at? Your apartment complex got taken over? What the hell's going on with that too, man? Why don't you see that on mainstream media? Avondale or wherever the hell it is? I know something with an A. I don't know anything about that crap. California knows how to party. Alabama knows how to party. Texas, Loveland. That's a place. You just making stuff up. You can't see that happening in the South. Hell, I would think I couldn't see it happening anywhere in the United States. But, sometimes some of these states, man, they get their own little laws and stuff and they start being weird. I don't know. I don't get it. Phoenix in the house. Phoenix. Great place. Horrible to do real estate. You buy Fort Collins? I know what that is. Where y'all at, man? Where y'all? Check in. Naco? Noco? Knowing you can always count on me. For sure. New York City. Living just enough for the city. What part of New York? What part of New York you from? Southside Bronx. I'm from the Bronx. Southside Bronx. I've only been in New York one time, and I stayed across the street from Times Square. And across the street, it was a building between Times Square and wherever they do the shows. I don't remember. I can't remember. What's the major place that they do? Broadway. I was between Broadway and Times Square. Right? Did the whole tourist thing. I wasn't as impressed as I thought it was going to be, but I guess it's cool. It's literally just a lot of buildings. Times Square, Central Park was kind of nice. It wasn't as many people as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be just people and people and people and people and people, but it really wasn't. But what was kind of cool is like people didn't like bother you. Even like the homeless people don't even bother you, right? You in like the South or any other state, man, homeless people coming up to you and asking you for money, begging, like, dude, not there, man. I don't know, and I don't know. It seemed like it was like some streets had a shit ton of traffic, and then sometimes it just was no traffic. It was just like, I don't know, it was so weird. I don't know if I could live there, man. It was not for me. But it's all good. From Queens. Where is I gotta pull up a map because I'm not familiar with all the areas. Okay, I see you. Um, I was in Manhattan. Yeah, I was in Central Park. We crossed over to go to Queens, but we didn't get out. We really didn't go to Brooklyn. Yeah, we pretty much was. I think we went to the Bronx and wherever Jennifer Lopez was from. That's where we was at too. But it's all good. Nah, I would be disappointed in you. I'm disappointed in myself. But it's all good. All right, peoples. I have to do my 2 hours on social media because they get mad at me if I don't. So I genuinely appreciate y'all for being here. And hope y'all learned something. Hope y'all are inspired. Hope y'all learned something about money because that's what we do here. If you're new here or you're just tuning in for the first time, whatever platform you're on, please make sure you're following. Ask the questions. If you want to send me a DM, I answer all my messages. I'm a little slow lately, but I try to sit there and answer all my messages. First of all, and also, I will never send you something asking you for money via, send I get some crypto or anything like that. That's a fake account. That's a spam account. I won't do that type of stuff. Only thing I offer is a free webinar. So if you want to go to the free webinar where we talk about money, finances, how to get ahead in life, all that kind of stuff, click the link in the bio and join the free webinar. And if you don't know where to find it, just find me on social media and just say, I need the link. But if you find me on any social media, the link will always be above. And you just sign up there. I said before, I don't sell you information. I don't do none of that stuff. But I show you how we really get down, on this money thing. Because there's so many people out there and so much misinformation out there that you have to be showed or taught the proper ways on how to do this stuff. Because there's a lot of noise out there, and I know a lot of times you don't know who to trust or who to listen to or who to get your information from. But you have to take a step in the right direction. You have to want to move forward. And a lot of times, you see so much shit on there, you don't know what to believe. Right? And trust is earned, not given. All right. And I'm just trying to earn your trust because I've been doing this for so long and I just want to earn your trust. And I want to show you that there's actually genuine people out there that actually do this. And I'm not trying to like blow smoke up your butt, and, trying to get, join this and do this. And I promise you, I don't need your money. Right? If you want to do it, that's fine. If not, I just throw that out there for people who want to. If you go and watch the hour-long free class and you get a lot of information from me, because I get a lot of game, and you're like, okay, cool, I'm good, thanks. Cool, I don't care. It is what it is. But if you want to move forward, you want to learn more, learn as much as possible, that's why I'm here. Right? We can get something started. But if you're interested, see you in class. And if I don't, I'm rooting for you. Always be taking advantages of all the different ways to get money out here because there's tons of them. You just got to implement it and do the work. I wish you the best. And thank you for watching. Auf Wiedersehen.